Big weekend here in Zone 6, formerly Zone 5. Special guests in town celebrating episode 200. Wow, can't believe it's been 200 shows already. Come on, let's do it. Come on in my kitchen. We were listening to some Lightning Hopkins last night and thinking about those, the early Come On My Kitchen days. But yeah, like I said, big weekend here in the Valley. We're filming this on Friday. We're going to edit this week's show tomorrow so it plays Sunday. And then we're going to edit this show on Sunday. But first and foremost, I said it was Friday. So you know what that means. TGIFF. The first F is not a typo. But right now, tonight, what we're going to be doing is we got some beautiful steaks over from Woodstock Market. Great marbling, beautiful. We're going to put them on the wood fire there. We got to make it with my favorite sauce. So today's episode, we're going to do focus on the steaks with my absolutely favorite sauce. I know I said I'm not going to say that for everything, but this really is my favorite sauce, and it's Apove. And there's a lot of talk on how you say that. I may have said it right, I may have not. You know, I watched some YouTube videos, and it just reminds me of this place in Paris that was really, really good. It was delicious. It's the best sauce. So come over to the board because we're making steak Apove today. Come on, let's do it.
Come on, let's do it.
Okay, welcome to the board. So we got here our ingredients for our Apove sauce. We got some black peppercorns, which are really, what makes the dish and why it's my favorite. Then we have heavy cream. We don't do the whipping cream over here and Come On, Let's Do It. We like pure heavy cream. Beautiful shallot or shallot, depending on, tomato, however you want to say it. And then we have, you can use cognac, you can use bourbon. This is cognac. All right, so chopped everything up over here, over at the Marble. We got, like I said, we got these beautiful steaks. Look at this marbling. This is perfect. It's going to be delicious with our nice steak au par sauce. All right. So one of the things I completely forgot. I like to start with some butter and some olive oil. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn it on here. We're going to drop our butter. And a little olive oil to get it going. Not too much olive oil. One of the reasons you do the olive oil with the butter, you don't want the butter to burn. So we're going to get this going. And this is why I like the wok, because as you can see here, it's very deep. It's going to get a good, and when the shallots get in there, it's just going to be perfect. So, all right, so we're going to get this going here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the shallots, put them in, and fully coat them with the butter, like so. And then what I like to do is I also like to add a pinch of salt. A pinch, because that then releases a little bit here. Let them going. Don't want to burn the shallot, so I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit now. We're going to take our black peppercorn, put it in, and get this going. And like I said, YouTube, there's 1,000 videos. Some say you should use mustard. Some say, you use less peppercorn because of the steaks. This is how we like to do it. This is how we do it, okay? So yeah, just get this going. Again, lower it a little bit. Get the shallots going with the peppercorn. Oh, the aroma. If you could smell this. I like to do this 2-3 minutes, get it going. Again, just you'll smell it. The aromas are just banging. All right, so like I said, 2-3 minutes. Let the peppercorn and the onions, shallots. Shallots, I never know. So then what we do is we take our little brandy, sip, and pour it in. And yeah, turn this up a little bit. I'm telling you, these aromas. I know I've said it. Oh, it's banging. This with those grass-fed meat. Oh. Now in. So you let this go a couple minutes, and then you monitor it. You don't want it to burn down or get too clumpy, so you watch it. And as we always say over here, and come on, let's do it. You always want to taste test, due diligence along the way, and we're very sanitary over here. We don't, Ooh. Little salt, though. Little salt. Oh man, I can't wait for this grass-fed ribeye, New York strip, the leeks. Oh.
All right, that was none other than the man, the myth, the nephew, who was up here last weekend with his beautiful wife, Ellie. I was thrilled to have them as company. You couldn't have dialed in a more perfect weekend. And it was her first time in the Valley. What a great weekend. And prior to the visit, Man, Myth, and I consulted, and I was like, the weekend after you're here is 200. Maybe we should do something. So we batted around a few ideas, and first it was going to be where I introduce him like I did with his mom, the Bean, and then maybe he cooked something. But finally we settled on this idea. He's just going to be me and pull off all the gags, and what a bang up job. My favorite was with the face lifting up the plate. So in honor of their visit, which I'm still sort of smiling about, you guys, thank you again. I was supposed to bust this out back in January for the wedding, and it wasn't quite completed. It still isn't. I have 2 verses, but I'll give a little now while we look at a little recap of the weekend. Maybe an outtake or 2, huh? Nick, Ellie and Nick. Nick, Ellie and Nick. He works with numbers, she works with kids. She makes coladas, he roasts the pigs. Nick, Ellie and Nick. Nick, Ellie and Nick. Down in Miami is from where they hail. Oh, Miami, where they all say Dale. Nick, Ellie and Nick. Nick, Ellie and Nick. All right, I couldn't quite squeeze it out in my drunken tasting, so I'll say it here. We'll see you for the next episode. Come on, let's do it.
You're recording me.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are. I can tell.
Why?
Because of your smile.